Good night, my name is Emmanuel Ibarra and I'm going to share what I saw in the video. This video was of a new cast. The name of the new cast is CBS Mornings, and this new cast in the video is talking about the World Cup. The point of this video was that the richest every day are getting more and more riches, and the poorest are getting more and more poorest. So the wealth gap is growing every day. In the start of the video, the reporter was saying, in this moment in the USA, he was talking about USA. In this moment, the 1% of the population have more wealth than every time in 15 years. So after that, what he did was going to a mall to ask people what do they think about that. So in the next design we have the reporter asking to the people, what do you think about the wealth gap? And the people just ignore that. They don't want to talk about that thing. After some people ignore him, he changed that methodology. So he is bringing a table, and in the table he put some dishes where the dishes are representing the different social stratification. For example, here he put the dish that represent the poorest people. Here he puts the dish that represents the middle stratification, the middle readers, we can say. And here we have the richest. Also, he has a pie. The pie is divided by pieces, and he asked to the people, if the pie was the wealth in the country, how do you think the pieces were divided on the dishes? So the people is thinking about how many pieces they should put in every one of the dishes. And most of the people thinks that the pieces should be like in the middle class. Most of the people put more pieces in the middle class and put less pieces in the richest people. But the reporter says to them, unfortunately, this is not like that. We usually think that the wealth in a country, not only in USA, in Colombia this happens too. We usually think that the money is divided in equality parts to everyone, but this doesn't work like that. So he is doing the comparison. He is taking the pieces and pouring them in the dishes like how it really represents the wealth in USA. So people is getting surprising. People is surprising because in the dish of the richest people are a lot of pieces, and when we start to down in the social stratifications, the pieces are getting less and less and less. For example, in the upper middle class, start with the richest. The richest has like 9 pieces, and the upper middle class people has like just 1 piece, and the middle people has less than one piece, and the poorest have nothing. So the people was surprised about that. After that, in the video, we can say that the reporter asked the same questions to other people. He went to a boat sale, and he asked to the sellers, and they said they wish they have the opportunity of be in the 1% of the people that have a lot of money. They said that this isn't a problem because people that have a lot of money work for that, and they are saying that they should study, they should start their business, and they should work hard to have what they have, to have the money that they have do. But in my personal opinion, this is a problem that could not happen. The video also talk about one thing, that is the wealth tax. So the people that have a lot of money should pay highest tax, and this is one of the things why Trump became president in USA, because he was not in favor of that law that put to the richest people a highest tax. In my personal opinion, this is not okay, and the richest people should pay more because they have a lot of money, and this only make that in Colombia, for example, we have a biggest gap. The poorest people is becoming poorest and poorest about the days, and the richest are getting richer and richer, and about the time the poorest and the richest are making this difference. So in this moment, the poorest are very far than the richest, and this can be happening. We should start to change our thinking about that, because we normally think that if we work hard we can have a lot of things and a lot of money, and if we study we can make our business, and this is wrong, because hardly this doesn't happen, because it's not that easy. We can make our business, we can study, but it doesn't secure the have money, have éxito. I'm sorry, I forget the word in Spanish. Study and work hard doesn't asegurar el éxito. And that's my opinion, and that's something that is happening with the new president that we have. The last Friday he said he will erase the wealth tax to the Colombian laws, but the problem with that tax is because only the most richest people in Colombia pay that, and if richest people stop paying that, government we will be taking that money from other way, and the other way will be us, the poor people. So this is something alike than what is happening in USA. I think in Colombia we can see that clearly is something that we we see every day in our normally lives. This happens every day, and we start to change that because this can continue happening. And I think that's all. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. That was my opinion.